Hello and welcome. I felt in need of a bit of New American, and I've immediately, as soon as I've started to speak, realised that we're actually in pounds and not dollars. But yeah, at least I saw it that early on. That was not too terrible. Yeah, I've started everyone's engines. I've checked the animals and everything. We've done. Ooh, we have a damaged. We do. Oh, that is typical. Ah. Well, we obviously have changed this. Oh, my life, that is awful. Yeah, the top's terrible. Really bad. Yeah, and that's using the wrong kind of file. I can see what it is, but yeah, I need to sort this. Apologies for this. In fact, yeah, there's been a few changes. I've been trying to do this, but I can see obviously that one's wrong, which we need to fix. It was nicer than it was, but it was nicer before than it was now. I thought I'd tweak it a little. Most things are the same. I've been sort of busy. I really have, with like lots of different things. I've also stuck. Keep threatening about I'm going to grab my own end on here. Well, it's done now. It's on all of my models, every single one, all of the old and the new. So that's all done. This I'm quite pleased. It's still not quite white enough on the sort of front for me, but yeah, just thought I'd get this out of the way of like showing things. And I will go out. I keep saying this. I call it live modding. So any errors we find like that are direct and that are going to be horrible throughout the let's play, throughout the session, I'm going to pop out and like fix straight away. So it's just a matter of taking stock. Now this is proper. Quite pleased with this one. This is quite punchy. And the graphics that has got proper normals that do look a bit punchy as well. You can actually sort of see the maybe a bit too glossy is my only sort of criticism on that particular one. But yeah, so I'm going to like be right back. See you shortly. Right, that's better, although I'm not sure I'm going to go with sandstone, but at least it's better than seeing horrible white blobs. The Labradorite, it's not really doing it justice. Yeah, it's like making it a bit really pixelated and old, really, when the picture's quite beautiful. So, yeah, it looked a lot nicer before. It's stretching it too badly the wrong way, so I'll have to do something about that as well, because it's a beautiful picture, and it's a Labradorite is a gorgeous, very, very pretty sort of a stone, which is why I fell in love with it and thought it'd do very well for the soybean factory. Right, well, there's nothing actually ready, like literally. Then there's nothing. I'll just check actually the greenhouse as well. I haven't actually looked at that recently to make sure. Oh no, we're well and truly filled, so that's all good. Then biogas plant, how are we doing on our slurry manure? It's building up again. We did say we are going to do it. Yeah, it's not quite. Yeah, it's not there, is it? So let's go. Did check the sales, and there wasn't a lot in there. Our equipment's not too terrible. Yeah, it's not too terrible. There has been a bit of a thing since the last time I was on there. Obviously, I've been filling up my. It's sort of finishing off my bales by literally pouring in just a little tiny bit. No fault in that. It's been absolutely fine doing that for absolutely ages. Well, it's not liking it now. So whether it's just a fault for the time being, or whether it's a giant stamping their foot down and saying you can't do this because I'm going to crash the game, I don't know. I can't imagine it being that, but you never know. You never know. Right, so then we're going to go through till tomorrow. Yeah, I felt really in need of a bit of this, a bit of the calming, and I really do love it. It's gorgeous. It really is. I can't wait to actually on this. But every now and again like this, where I just can't, end of the week, Friday night, I just can't cope with, it's going to 9. And again, 9 tomorrow. Yeah, I won't say, yeah, it's weird, isn't it, with language? I can cope. But what I mean is it's the imagined weight of doing one of the big ones that's very far advanced at this precise moment is too much for me in my imagination, so I'm not going to like do it because it imagine in my head the weight is too much. This is what I was on about. This where you see like water on the ground. Some map makers like SamuelBatistaModding have done it, and obviously this one, I think it's really a fantastic effect. And I don't know if it could be the Giants the base game change as well. It may be, but right. So for 3 hours, okay. A bit of a tick up. Oh wow, our own. Oh wow, it's amazing. I do like the Suprema, but it's usually very expensive, so it really isn't a bad sort of thing. I might make one myself as well, actually. I was sort of toying with the idea. I like the idea of the Supima because you can use your existing fertilizer spreader and just pop it on the back and increase the capacity and almost make yourself a... let's just have a look at that. Well, I've not seen that one. That's obviously part of a set that I didn't sort of realise. Well, we're first of all going to do a bit of buying and selling, I think. Do we need a header? It's a big 15.2. Right, okay. Well, we've needed a telehandler for a long time. This has got a 3-point at the back as well. Can have a 3-point at the back. So I think we're going to do a bit of buying and selling. We're going to keep that. And can we sell our own? It's bigger than ours. Is it worth doing? Because I can't remember if this is the Let's Play where it's like not worth as much. So we're looking for... The original is a Massey, and it is worth 70,000. Okay, well, let's actually jump in that then, and we're going to do a bit of buying and selling, I think. Because I think we will swap it for our version of this particular one. Are we going to, like... We're going to treat ourselves to a bigger header. Or do we lease one, and then... Yeah, I think we'll sell the whole shebang, and it's true, we might well... lease this year a different header. We should put up with the rain because it doesn't hurt anybody. And I know I haven't fed the animals, but we all know also that I've been feeding them terribly well, so they're not really like doing terrible. And of course we've got that as well, that beautiful trader with the dolly. So yeah, we're doing well. We might actually buy one of those telehandlers for the store as well, and actually like sort of... I suppose we can actually buy one anyway, can't we? But yeah, it is true. I do think it's about time we got one for the store and not kept using our Massey, even though I know we're right next door. It just seems about time that we actually did that. Oh, okay, no, that's not liking that. I'm scrunching. Wow, even the header was not terrible, was it? I'm not sure if yeah, let's get the biggest thing first, and we'll grab that in the hope that that's... I suppose actually we could sell that one. I haven't had a wheel loader yet. Or is it a front loader? Not sure. It's hard to tell, isn't it? Because both of them are similar. And I'm not an expert on the fittings, so let's buy that for now. And we'll sell that straight away. And we've still got that there, haven't we, as well? Which is a good thing. We are getting quite a few... yeah, obviously, I know we've got to give them this telehandler, but it is, as I said, really, until someone puts strap supports on that type of thing and admits that the game isn't really ready for that kind of thing to actually be able to lift all of the things down at the store, then it's just a bit of a white elephant that can only do a few things, like... If you're going to do pallets, that's all it can do, really. It can't lift anything of any sort of thing other than that. And that's just... It is terrible, really. Right, so I think we will... yeah, we're going to buy that for ourselves, but we also need to... yeah, okay, let's do for the store first. So we're going to buy... We're going to add 90,000, I think it is, and we should change it if it's not. And this is for the older... I should... Yeah, my words. The older Merlot, that's right. It's the... Yeah, I'm going to buy ours as well, actually. But yeah, we'll buy the older Merlot. No, we do want... it's not... oh, design... we need to add 6,000 as well. Okay. So 6,000. I'm only choosing that. I could have the Red Rock on every single one, but it's the fact that it's got the rear hitch is useful sometimes. It is very useful. So, right, let's grab a tool for the said thing with the strap support. That one there by NASA, who's doing quite a few beautiful bits of kit, to be honest. Yeah, he's obviously a new modder to FS25, but he's certainly not a shrinking violet when mods are concerned. Yeah, he's doing some really beautiful work. Right, fantastic. So then, let's grab... yeah, I think we would shift this out of the way a bit as well. It's a bit in the way, to say the least. So I think we'll just push it over here. In the hope we may at some point grab one of these, maybe in the sales hall. Yeah, because I don't think you can use it without. You can't use it as a container. I don't think it recognises it, which is a bit of a shame. Right, so now we're gonna keep obviously the 85 grand and the 33 one till the end. We're gonna grab that. Oh wow! We couldn't cope with that, so we're just gonna buy it as is. Right, where were we? So we need, the crone's the biggest thing. We could, we have got the dolly. We could do it. Let's just crack on with doing this little lot. And also the other header is what I was trying to do with the other one. If we're trying to like sort of, make as much as possible, let's get this done. So we need to, let's grab, that's a biggie. I didn't know it was, but when you see it like that, you like think, gulp. I think I can do it, but it's not going to be pretty. I mean, they're not ultra heavy, but it is a bit big. Yeah, I know the Massey can comfortably... I think it can actually manage these type of, like, the standard headers. I'm not sure if I've ever done the 16 metre. I'm just trying to think. I know it struggles with the corn. I did a corn header the other day, a 9 metre, and it managed that nicely. But if I went for the 12 metre, which I did in the past, it struggled enormously. It would do it on a flat, but it wouldn't. So I'm trying to find that sort of happy thing. I'm not sure, I can't remember if I've ever gone for the 16 metre with a standard header. You know, whether that actually works. I'm not sure. I've actually covered where I need to be. Can't get to it. I'm going to fall on the floor, of course, but no, I'm not. Right, so then, scrap the other one. I was just thinking we could make a little bit of cash. We do want both the harvester and the telehandler. Or do we go for the red rock, as we've sort of said, and try and keep a bit of cash back? I think that's a terribly bad idea, really. Yeah, true. We were going to go for the red rock. Let's stick to our guns. We could have bought that one for the shop, really. I suppose what I was thinking, though, is it's more for the fact that it's although I keep doing this, I keep like saying, oh yeah, but you can use it as a tractor. But then on Let's Plays, I tend to get tractors, and tractors are definitely better than a telehandler that pretends to be a tractor. It is useful for pulling implements up, but not necessarily for anything more than that. So let's grab and we'll sell that. Sorry, I'm expecting to read my mind. Yeah, I always struggle with my words on a Friday. I was saying this to a colleague. We've got a well-being lady, a really nice lady, who really knows her stuff. And I was talking to Joseph the other day about, like I did at one time think I'd got early onset dementia. I did. I was quite worried about it, but it does start to come back. It literally is like as if I've totally... Yeah, because my job is all thinking. It really is. Absolutely all thinking. So I think I'm just... As I'm getting older, I was talking to my line manager earlier about this. I was saying I was going for a job interview on Tuesday. And he spoke to the boss, and the boss said, we really don't want to lose him. So ask him if he'll have a meeting with us on Monday before his interview on Tuesday. So it's quite nice. But I was saying to him before he came up with that sort of conversation that I'm getting older. I am, and I'm like, I can't do what I used to do, and I'm like tazzing around. I'm working long hours and travelling a long way. It's a younger man's game. And I've said in jest quite a few times, if I went to a 4-day week, I could cope with all of this because it just gives me that bit more buoyancy to like bounce back. And he's obviously like, you know, like not ever played ball with it. So we were just going to select, but we will actually treat ourselves to a red rock. Like we've actually said, it is true. Yeah, it's a shame. I do like it a lot. It is a bit, but then so's the red rock. It's obviously just can't have the 3-point link. I mean, I know this one's got the cockpit that flies up, and of course Fendt is my favourite manufacturer. It's got a beautiful, it is very low to the ground, but I've got to be honest, the red rock also is brilliant apart from the fact that it can't have that back 3-point link, and it's, let's be honest, most telehandlers don't, so I'm not like misjudging it in a bad way as if it's like saying, oh, you know, I really want this one because of that. That's not what I'm saying at all. Right, so then 398, so we need to lend 70 odd thousand. We do also need to check if yeah, like if there's anything that we to sell basically. So we want to lend 70 odd thousand. Isn't that too much? Not really. This is going to earn us quite a bit of cash. That's what I was thinking. That sort of will pay for the harvester. And obviously we'd already got the harvester money back from selling our original one anyway. So in a way, it really is going to help us enormously. Oh, saving. Right, let's get this done. Yeah, so this is going to help us a lot because our harvester has got a bigger hold, legitimately. I have tweaked the fill volume, the fill plane that it sort of fills up with, but I'm still not 100% sure that I'm happy with the one that I've replaced the original Massey with. Although my intentions were good, I'm not quite sure it's actually... oh, my life, that was a good little earner. Right, so we pay the loan straight away. So we really know exactly how much we've actually got. Right, so 379. Now we're going to buy that. And we are going to keep that. And we're going to buy that too. No, we don't need it on this, do we? No, I'm being silly. We've actually got the bread up. It's just so silly to actually do that on this particular one. So, yeah, we don't need... we were going to treat ourselves to the red rock, though. Yeah, let's treat ourselves because I've been going on about it. And there's some really good value ones now, but this is unbeatable value. But I mean, I love that by Just Farming as well. That is a cracker. And obviously, I did originally do one that was quite reasonable, I thought, which is obviously it is the that is the Merlot. I actually did do it better than this. It was a BI one, but it went wrong, so I had to put it back to the standard one. But yeah, this one now, I might even remove mine because I don't think you can beat this. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it either. It really is absolutely amazing. It is that the design colour is a little bit of a joke. What it does is the pipe at the back. I'm like, was it worth doing that? Really? But yeah, we're going to go white eyes. I think they're just, yeah, they're not terribly wide, but it's a beautiful bit of kit. Again, by the creator of my favourite third-party trailer. We also need a telehandler tool, and we have got the weight already. So our Massey can now go back to standard duties. Do we go black? I think we'll go red. Yeah, and Naz has very kindly not charged us for the fact that we can actually do that. Right, so let's grab that. So we finally got the telehandler, and we're still up to 319,000 thanks to all of that buying and selling, including our own harvest. Do we buy the header? No, again, I'm going to lease it because you often get headers like that we just got a few minutes ago, but that was just a tad too large. So yeah, we'll... so fantastic. Finally, we have this that we've been threatening to get for such a long time. Is very, you know, it's okay. It's not really low or anything like that, but it's good central gravity, good machine. It turns, and again, I do love this particular design of the ones that bend in the middle, articulated. I do. It's a really beautiful design. So, yeah, I always like the articulated ones. Right, so then we should drop the weight off for the telehandler, and it can have this. And we are going to put our front loader down, and the only time we'll pick it up is if we need to. We want to drop it that way around as well, I think. So that's the way that needs it. Let's stick our this down here. Fantastic, excellent. So we have now got a tractor back. So this can crack on. Now I can't remember, is this? Yeah, I've got an awful lot of Let's Plays going on, and it is only my own fault. But I literally started this, and it was a labour of love, and I've like literally. But then it was getting fairly big as well, and then I went on to like another Let's Play, and no, it isn't. I thought I'd got a little John Deere, but I think this is the smallest tractor we've got. It was this, not a John Deere. Obviously, a lot of people start you with a little 116 horsepower John Deere, but this was the little tiny Massey that we see here. Was our original tractor. So let's just check the TMR, get our normal jobs done. Maybe. Oh, have we done our own TMR yet? I think we have, haven't we? Straw production silo. This is where we would see if we had got it. And well, I've got a lot of silage. We keep threatening that we're going to make it, and then we don't actually make it, do we? Or is it in the mini self-sufficiency? No, it's not. We could actually make hay bales this coming time instead of like this, so that we actually do what we've been threatening to do, because I would like to get that done, really. And we're going to check once we've fed the animals, check to see if it's about January, I think, the perfect price for the dairy products, but it is still quite good. But I don't mind waiting. Yeah, I've got on most Let's Plays, fantastic. Just checking the water layer on this. Yeah, now that is a good water layer. It doesn't seem to go so well on silver. Let's just check mine. Yeah, no, it is. You can see it. Yeah, I've got the water layer on mine as well. I did think I had. Right, so let's grab another one. Do we need any straw, though, before we crack on with animals? Straw. Not really. No, another TMR, I think. And then that will be about right, I should say. Although I think what we'll do is grab another one so it can self-tip. Grab the milk out in my old liquid tanker. Fantastic. Yes, I think I've nearly got the new model on really pretty much everything that I want. There's a couple, the Straw Factory, I am quite pleased with that. It's better than I thought. I wasn't going to touch it, and then I thought, oh, come on, just give them all the model, even if you use the same graphics. But it was difficult to apply the graphics that I'd got on the Straw Factory, and I thought, well, I did do the cane lattice one texture to specifically for, you know, the Straw Factory, so I said let's just use the new texture. So it's done as well. There's the Road Factory I've totally left alone. I'm happy with that as is. So let's just go grab this with the biggie. Well, we've got quite a few biggies actually. We'll do yeah, the size of tractors on this Let's Play is why did we not find any? We do normally. Oh, rain is stopping. Oh, that's a bit. Still not an awful lot, because obviously we've only got the original 65 that are, you know, adults. These are like, yeah, oh no. No, we haven't. Yeah, they're both. That's 100 odd, isn't it? And then we've got 30 little ones, which are quite a long way off, like giving milk. So it is what it is. It still produces an awful lot of butter and that, so I'm still quite happy. I'd sooner have my water buffalo. Yeah, I would. I've actually tried going back to old cows, the standard, my old breed of favourite ones actually. But yeah, that's when I changed the where it went to, isn't it? Right. So then let's have a look. Have we got anything that's worth taking, like the butter? Yeah, this I think is about right now. The buffalo milk bottles. We have still got 8,000 litres of the original as well. This is sort of where you'll see that I am right or wrong. That's right. My top price is a little higher, but my lower price is a little bit worse. So we're sort of almost there. I'm trying to tweak this a little bit at a time to see. So the butter's not, yeah, we can't sell that. The buffalo mozzarella we can. Anything else that is the herbicide we're not selling, the seeds and the solid fertilizer we're not selling, even though yeah, I'm determined we're not doing that. This lot are all going to be worth quite a lot of cash. You can see that it really is ticking up, so that's going to be worth a lot, and we're going to have more when we do the yeah, which should be, I think it's next month. That so do we do the original milk and yeah, the only bad thing about these is the fact that you can't actually see it's all products in one. I've done one pallet for them all so that you don't need to like make multiple pallets, but that's not necessarily, yeah, buffalo milk. But you can of course see it when you do that, but what I mean is it's not immediately, they're all buffalo milk bottled. Right, okay. So there is a lot of buffalo milk bottled. Butter. So I think the butter, it's the buffalo milk bottle that is actually, even not on mine though, it's not worth a lot. So I think we'll wait, because it's still, although this, the old, is worth more, it's not going to be worth a terrible lot less. It would be almost impossible for me to pull this lot off. So I think we'll wait until it's all worth more, even if that means losing a little bit of some to gain all. I think that's probably better. I do. Yeah, it's a shame about that, but it is what it is. So we fed the animals. It is September, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right to the harvest month, which I believe will be next month, and then the time after we will. It's next month, so we're going to go through the morning. We'll get the animals done, so the next session, all we've got to do is the actual harvest. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. So let's go through till October morning. Yeah. Do love it. It is amazing. Some of it is, I've got to be honest, is so much better than FS22. It's just that there's still, even after 8 months, so much wrong with the game. That's the biggest one. I keep calling it. If I was to put in one word, what's wrong with the game, it would be slowness. Is what I keep saying, exactly like that, because it just emphasises just really what is missing in the game at present. So let's first of all start with the shop. Oh, 2 gone by. Well, it wouldn't necessarily be a terrible thing to have 2, really. I think we'll just buy that. Let's buy that and actually make a bit of cash. Yep. It's actually not a bad tractor. 180 horsepower, but yeah, we're at the minute we're on our obviously fitter hunts to go really well, but I think we'll definitely buy the other Harvester 2. I think that's the old one. I think, is that got the bad graphics, or I'm not sure whether this is the graphics that disappears to silver. Yeah, I've got 2. I've got what I call the old combine, which I thought I'd done so that the game wouldn't see it, but then it dropped on another Let's Play too, and then I realised afterwards, oh. I wonder if it is actually the base game then that's actually at fault for this. Right, okay, let's grab you. Ah. Is this? I think this is the new one. That's the old one. I think. Yes, it is, because the shading on this, or the how the detailing. This is the new one that I've actually done. So yes, indeed. So wow. So we paid for two what you'd normally pay for both. So that is quite amazing. Let's repair both of them quickly. We'll lease two headers, but we'll ask the store to deliver the headers at the side of the fields, and we'll start them like we'll do one on each field. So did I do that? I think I did them both the same there. Yeah, I've got two. They are identical, but I think one's got some slight refinements that the other hasn't, or maybe I just fixed them both. But they are two different models. Yeah, I've got two of this particular type. So yeah, that is amazing. I think it called this a different thing. I think it is old combine, but it doesn't mean it's old as in age. It means it's old as in my old model. So repair. I nearly sold that then. That was a bit of fortuitous luck, really, to get two of these. Yeah, I think it is still. Yeah, I think MF8070. No, it's still the same. Yeah, it still says the old model. Lizard MF8570. Unless it is the same model, but I'm almost sure it's not. But it might be. No, they do look identical now. But again, I think I changed them both so that I did. And the only reason I didn't get rid of one of them is because they're both on different Let's Plays. So I thought, well, I'm not going to get rid of it because then it disappears on one of the Let's Plays. So after the Let's Play's finished, then of course we can actually get rid of one of them and just keep the one. Yeah, keep one of them. So no point in having two really. But I did it, and I thought I'd hidden it. Also, I think I've mentioned this before. When I'm doing a mod, I will copy the original so that if I totally stuff up, because i3Ds break and you don't ever know when you're going to break it. So what I do is I'll do a copy, and I'll call it copy of or backup of within the mod folder, and then I'll start working on the other one, and then I'll, but sometimes obviously you don't break them, so therefore everything's absolutely fine. So yeah, right. So then let's get on with the animals. 306,000 steel. Oh, I think we're probably not too far off. We're a little. One more, I reckon. Don't know if the slurry and the manure will be ready to take to the biogas plant. Yeah, that soybean is definitely ready. Now, what we'll also do is speed through to the time when the rain has stopped. I think we'll just which looks like it's slowing a little now. Right, let's grab you. Yeah, I can't wait to actually start to use the soybean, and my wait is nearly over. Yeah, because this, I've never actually used it. I want to sort of check that the pricing's good. I'm actually working on the crisp factory at the minute. I've started to do the graphics on it. I started to do this is a bit of a head stumper, a head scratcher. Yeah, there's a few things that it was only when I started to do it that I realised. Although we have animals in the games, animals are completely separate. They do not ever go into any productions. And I thought, that's a bit odd, because I want to have beef and onion crisps, and I want to have lamb and onion crisps, which would mean bringing the animals in. But I thought, how do I bring the animals in? I thought, you can't. They're separate, completely separate from productions. You can cheat and call something lamb and onion, but you can't actually bring lamb in. So, like you can't say this is lamb. It just does not work like that. So let's just check the slurry in that and see, is it getting up to... Oh, no, that's not where we're looking. We want to be looking here. 82,101. So yeah, we want to be grabbing 50 odd thousand litres of both and stick them straight into the biogas plant. We'll get all of these little ancillary jobs done, and then we will get the headers to the sides of the fields, and next session we'll get the harvest done. Can't wait. I really can't. I'm really getting quite excited to see how the soybean factory does. Obviously we will probably be tweaking it. Yeah, I mean, all of mine I'm trying to tweak them so that you can dump it straight away as well, can't you? No, it is actually doing it. Yeah, fantastic. Let's grab the John Deere and we'll grab the manure. Yeah, now some maps are working for the manure now. The actual, obviously I know we've gone for mine because mine's got internal storage, which is also in the same place. Yeah, it's strange though that a lot of the... Oh, okay. I presume that must have filled that. I would have taken more than I wanted to though, won't I really? Yeah, oh, it is strange that some of the trailers that say that they will accept manure won't accept manure from this particular point. And some will. It really is quite strange. Fantastic. Let's grab those two harvesters and stick one over this side. Yeah, I think what we'll do is, although it's going to take us a long run away, we'll do like a field at a time. We'll grab the crampy as well, because obviously it's not seen any action at all, and we'll have a header ordered over this side for this one. And we will go for soybean, so it is standard header. And we'll go for the 12 meter, which this can quite nicely cope with straight away. We'll go for the massy version of the 12 meter, which is the next one. And yeah, we're not going to go for the... I don't know what the difference is between the Dynaflex and this one, except for it costs you an awful lot more cash. Yeah, I'm really not sure what that actually is about. Right, okay, let's reset that. Let's grab the second one, and we'll go to field 11, and what we'll do is we'll literally meet in the middle with the two harvesters, and I'll juggle them, and I'll course play it, and we'll grab... Yeah, we'll also grab the trailers as well, I think. Actually get that sorted too. I mean, we're doing well on money already. We've been very fortunate on the buying and selling of things. Very fortunate. So 11. And we will speed up, I think, as well to the time when the rain stopped. I'd like to start us straight away. Ooh. Why have we left? Have we lost something? Have we lost a tractor? Did we? I'm going to have to check to see if we had the fen or something like that. Because whatever we had, it's now gone. And we've also left the stuff in the field. Oh, that is annoying. Right, that's... we can sort this in a way, because I can sort of push it out the way with the harvester and the header, so let's just stick that. There. And grab the same header again. Not too terrible. It could have been worse. And that, I think, is where we're going to leave it. So, yeah, next session, a monster session. And we are doing well for the fields. I have got to be honest. As I said, I think only field 7 really is left. And I'd imagine that this also probably needs cutting too. And it is probably 3rd growth stage. If we cut this now, though, grass isn't a massive thing for us, though, really. Yeah, I've changed. I do like this one, actually. This is, yeah, really one of my favourites. Digestate a lot. Herbicide. We need to make some liquid fertilizer as well, but it was mainly herbicide that we were using. So, yeah, I will check as well in the roster if we did have a lot of the earlier things, if we had a fence or something like that, because I'm not sure, or something, or yeah, because it's strange that we left those in the middle of it. It's almost like we'd left a vehicle there, but we'll check. I might be totally barking up the wrong tree. So, yeah, we're going to leave it there, down to 298,220. Now we were going to speed up, weren't we, until the rain comes in. Sorry, stops. So we can actually start next session. Yeah, I do like the fact that this can go on for longer now, even though obviously it is bad in some ways. You can literally get rain after rain as well. I really do like that. I think it's a cracking feature. Right, anyway, we're wasting harvesting time. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. Oh, okay. That we will do something about. We'd be silly to say no to that, wouldn't we, really? Oh, I did. Good job we reset that. That would have been a bit nasty. Excellent. Yeah, the one mod I am missing a little bit is the lease to own, the lease to buy. I really did use that quite a lot in FS25, and I thought it was a cracking mod. There's an awful lot of extra mods, but there's some mods that are missing. Not many now. I think Ridiculous Dominic's was the one that I missed the most, and I still miss the XJ. I really do hope he brings that in, because it was my favourite vehicle in FS25. Yeah, I did actually like that. Oh, okay. Surprises me that you can't see that. Brilliant. 25,000, I think. Right, so yeah, we'll leave it there. Next session, we're going to get cracking. Yeah, so all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.